calls Revolution engaging, suspenseful. It's a must-watch. All new Revolution, following a new voice. Monday, 8/7 Central, here on NBC.
Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU-8 Sports.
Hey everyone, it's a Saturday night in Columbia. You might want to grab a bite to eat at Blue Marlin. Looking for a drink, head to Paulie's Front Porch. Doesn't sound familiar? That's because this is Columbia, South Carolina, home of the Gamecocks, and that's where your Missouri Tigers were taking on South Carolina. There's Coach Gary Pinkel and quarterback James Franklin coming off of that city in the game last game. And in the first quarter, Connor Shaw is going to hook up with Justice Cunningham. He gets to the 1-yard line, but doesn't get in the end zone. The quarter would end, and then in the second, Connor Shaw on a 4th and goal goes to his left and is stuffed by the Missouri defense. What a stop. Steve Spurrier says, ruh-roh, don't like that too much. But Mizzou would punt, and on the next South Carolina possession, Marcus Lattimore from 2 yards out punches it in, 7-0 Gamecocks. And still in the second, next Missouri possession, Russell Hansbrough. But he's going to fumble. It's going to score it out. DGB can't fall on it. South Carolina is going to get the ball. And then less than a minute later, Marcus Lattimore is going to get a call in the red zone, 1 yard out, and he gets a second touchdown just like that. 14-0 South Carolina. But Missouri would recover with the field goal. But right before half, all South Carolina. Shaw to Ace Sanders. Beautiful throw and catch. 21-3 South Carolina at half. And then after coming out of the locker room, well, you would see pretty much the same story. All South Carolina. Third quarter, Shaw finds Rory Anderson wide open in the end zone. 28-3 South Carolina. Jump to the fourth quarter. Mizzou, they're in a tough situation. 4th and 1, trying to salvage something from this game. Quarterback sneak. James Franklin is stuffed. He gets nothing, and that would turn over the ball to South Carolina, and they would just pick up right where they left off with this field goal. Icing on the cake, 31-3. But here's a bright spot for Missouri. In the fourth quarter, Corbin Bergstresser would come in at quarterback. Caps off a 75-yard drive with a 1-yard pass to Marcus Lucas for the touchdown, but not enough. Too little, too late. South Carolina goes on to win 31-10. If Florida and Kentucky went out to dinner, things might be a little awkward. Call it Southern hospitality, but the Gators haven't picked up the check since 1986. That's right, a 25-game win streak for Florida, with Kentucky picking up the tab. Think of this as an appetizer, Florida and Kentucky. Missouri plays both later this season. And in the second quarter, it's 3-0 Florida. Their running back, Mike Gillislee, scores on the 1-yard touchdown. 10-0 Florida early on. Jump to the second. Kentucky's quarterback, Morgan Newton, intercepted. Pick 6 by Jalen Watkins goes all the way to the house for the tutty. 17-0 Florida up in this one. And later in the second, Driscoll to Quentin Dunbar. Get off me for the touchdown, 19 yards. Driscoll, 18-27, 203 yards, a touchdown and a pick. 38-0 is your final, Florida Gators. Some more SEC scores for you. Alabama beating Florida Atlantic 33-0 in the third. Texas A&M and South Carolina State just kicked off. It's 0-0 in the first. St. Louis Cardinals look to give special meaning to a wild week. Putting things simple, win and be wild, lose and be average. 10 games separate the Cardinals and a wild card playoff berth. And things got a little wild in Chicago, taking on the Cubs. Travis Wood got the start for the Chicago Cubs. Top of the third, though, Matt Holliday says, "Get off me," double to deep right. Carlos Beltran gets on his horse, comes around to score 2-0 St. Louis. Now to the bottom of the sixth, David DeJesus, Cubs with a comeback. And that one's a Jimmy Jack, homer to right field. And then later, same inning, Chicago Cubs aren't done. Dave Sapelt singles to left field. Alfonso Soriano and his Kermit the Frog socks and all is going to come around and score. 4-3 Chicago Cubs take the lead. But this one goes to extra innings. Top of the 10, John Jay for the win. Double to right field. Matt Carpenter comes in to score. Cards go up 5-4. And on for the save was Jason Mott. Cards go on to win 5-4. With a Cardinal win and a Milwaukee loss, the Cardinals in the second wild card spot in Milwaukee, they're just 2.5 games back. Speaking of wild finishes, last night's Providence Bowl was one of them. Hickman beat Rockbridge for the first time in 4 years. Hickman quarterback Mason Murray threw a 29 go-ahead touchdown to Grant Jones, as you can see right there, with 1:13 to go. What a clutch catch. Down by 1, Joe Barbie. He missed a 29-yard field goal on the final play of the game. Fans, they stormed the field, and the Cupies have a 9-7 lead over the Bruins and are 5-0 for the first time since 2000. A win is a win, but the Cupes want more.
I'd give this Providence Bowl trophy back in a heartbeat to be competitive in the state championship.
I'm the happiest person in the world. I don't care if it's by 1. I couldn't care less if it was half a point. I'm happy that Hickman's on top. You might call me crazy, but I'm not satisfied. All right, we're still hungry.
Is this the passing of the torch?
I think so. I'd have to say yes.
Hell no. Hell no, it's one game. One game, 1 point.
And that's sports.
So, why did we move to leisure?